It would be a good year to have Thanksgiving with your own family at home and bring others in by Zoom and participate in other ways. It's a bad year to be traveling to places that have more or less COVID than your community does, because that's a formula for. And it would be a good year to have Thanksgiving with your own family at home and bring others in by Zoom and participate in other ways. It's a bad year to be traveling to places that have more or less COVID than your community does, because that's a formula for accelerating spread of this virus, which remains deadly. We're seeing deaths increase. By the end of the year, we'll have at least 2,000 deaths per day in the US. It's already the third leading cause of death in the country. And this isn't something that's just in one part of the country now. It's really in most of the country. The Northeast is still relatively spared because of the work that's being done together to distance, to wear masks. But we'd like to keep as much as we can open. We'd like to try to keep schools open, at least K through 6. We'd like to keep retail open so people can shop. But that's going to depend on us doing the right thing, wearing masks, and not having large indoor gatherings.
There are so many questions about where the Trump administration is right now. From your perspective, are they basically engaging in herd immunity strategy by staying silent?
Well, I mean, they're basically missing in action right now. We would expect to see, in a competent response, clear communication explaining where we are, what we have to do. We would expect to see regular information on what the developments are scientifically. We would expect to see concrete, consistent plans for what can be done to reduce the spread of the virus, to save lives, and to save our economy. All of that is really important. It's not just about health issues. Specifically, it's about the economy as well. And unless we control the virus, we're not going to be able to get our economy back. And that's the fundamental reality that has been denied for so long. But unfortunately, we will see it in the coming weeks and months. But there is a lot we can do by wearing masks indoors, by closing down indoor places where lots of people get together, by limiting spread during the Thanksgiving holidays. We can have a better December and January. And although there's guardedly good news about a vaccine, it will be many months before that's widely available. And until that happens, it's in our hands what we do to reduce the death and economic devastation this virus causes.
It's in our hands. Tom, thank you so much for reminding us. We cannot have an economic recovery until we have a health recovery. The two are not disconnected. They're entirely intertwined. Dr. Tom Friedman, always good to have you here.
I wish Thanks, Stephanie. Nice to speak with you.
Coming up, as the coronavirus wreaks havoc on our entire nation, we're going to go to Chicago, where the city leadership just told the nearly 3 million residents it is time to lock down. Mayor Lori Lightfoot joins us next.